urban, the land's contaminated. So to really do the kind of farming that we want to do, which is sustainable farming, we have to grow in soil. And that's one of the biggest issues. He was just talking about it in terms of taking a large acreage and getting it back to its natural state. So that's one of the huge issues. It's not that we don't have people that have the will and to want to grow food. It's the fact that we have to grow soil. It's a very big challenge. Folks, I saw it all over today as we traveled through the city around D.C. and Prince George's County, all the places we stopped today. Everybody's suffering from the same issue of being able to scale up this food production to a point that we really change the dynamics of the food system. Because a 10% change in terms of 10% more food being grown locally is about $1 billion change financially, and especially in this area with all the high population and so forth. So that's kind of where we need to go, but we can't do that until we decide that we're going to convince the folks to let us do large-scale composting. Now, our organization started many years ago. I started composting many years ago. And this year we'll compost 22 million pounds of food residue into compost. That's carbon and nitrogen residue we collect from places like Walmart, 18 Walmart stores, where we get, right now we're getting about 50 yards of compost a couple times a week. We get 88,000 pounds of brewery waste from Miller Brewery, because we're in of course, the blue city of Milwaukee. 30,000 pounds from the microbrewery, about 40,000 pounds from Lining Cooper's Brewery in Milwaukee, and that's part of our recipe to make our compost. We also do anaerobic digestion, taking some of that food waste and turning that into energy. So it can be done. Like I said, I think I was very happy to see last year we had 3 or 4 people, I can't remember, probably 4 counting you, that actually came to Milwaukee for the first time. I've been doing this for many, many years. And I haven't had anybody from the Maryland area come to our national, international workshops until last year. And then all of a sudden there was 4 people who came. And Dr. Thomas was one that took our commercial urban ag training program. And Jessica came for a workshop weekend and stayed over
We stayed for a week.
For a week.
Which I highly recommend.
And hung out with us and did some work. We put her to work. And
built a hoop house.
Hopefully she learned some stuff. And we had 3 other people. Jeremy Borowski, who some of you might know.
Compost
Cab. He came there with the idea of doing rooftop gardening. And after his second week, he decided he wanted to collect compost. He developed a business around collecting compost, which is really a good idea. And he's followed through, and that's what he's doing on a small scale. And then we had Dr. Elaine Muhammad and Don Muhammad from Baltimore. So we had 5 people counting Jessica that came last year. And it's good to see that some things are starting to happen. Eco too.
Yeah, Vinny and Christian.
Yeah, they took commercial urban ag too. And now they have 4 greenhouses and they've started some stuff over there.
Yeah, they're in Prince George's County, College Park.
So it's good to see that some stuff is starting, and hopefully that gets scaled up to a meaningful piece. I realize there's a lot of policy changes that need to take place, especially with the schools. I think you have some restrictive things about selling food that's grown on certain land versus donating it, and that's problematic because we really need to be able to sell some of that food so we can grow some jobs. Not everything that we grow it's not practical just to grow stuff and donate it to meal programs. As a matter of fact, I have very strong feelings about those meal programs and so forth, the way they're operated in terms of some of the food that's doled out to folks. Many years, belonged to 100 task force, I was on the board. In our mission, they provide food for over 100 different meal programs and pantries in the Milwaukee area for free. And our thing, our board at that time, our philosophy and our long-term